coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, Michel.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty...
Go in there and play. Go play, man. Why not? Why you don't want to go play? Why not? So dirty.
Decent game.
He's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Gotta do better.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Brady, and that's complete. It's Watson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Brady now going to leave it with Michel on the draw. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Brady with a hook up to the fellow veteran Watson. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
16 yards. First down, Patriots.
Hey, 66. Fun. 54.
On first down, Brady looking for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, it made it pay off.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
We're good. We're good.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Gurley had a touchdown in Week 8, and with that score, he tied Jim Brown, Walter Payton, and Maurice Jones-Drew for the second most career total touchdowns by a player aged 25 or younger with 63. The most is Emmitt Smith. He had 75 in that span. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. This is taken at the 23. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now to be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Hey, 66.
Throwing now is Brady. Dorsett making the catch. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Hey, Alabama. 54, hey, Orban. Hey, ball 66.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. They come out here in the I. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Crystal, Travis. Hey, I 7. 54. Mike 54. 53 now.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. 2 excellent drives for them to start this game, both ending with touchdown passes.
Yeah, they're off and running, even though they finish things off through the air. Gotta like what you're seeing from them so far. Being able to maneuver offense, take care of the football, and then ring that bell at the end with, as you said, 2 touchdown passes.
And we'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I'm going to get the next one here.
Now they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 14-0 the score.
Don't do that no more.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Gurley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there.
Hebler, don't do that no more, man.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down.
Yes, sir.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes
yes,
down
sir.
once more. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Hey, 76. 76. 76. 5.
Don't you do it.
They are going for it. Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position.
Wait, that 29. Alpha. 54. We all banned it. We all
Now a play fake here on first down.
Damn.
A heavy rush, and down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Donald, his 2nd sack of the night. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long.
Here we go. All day, defense. All day.
All 50. 54 is Mike. Regular.
Shotgun now for Brady. Caught by the tight end Watson. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Hey, box truck.
4 down. Mike spot 4.
Let's go no, 66.
Mike 54. Mike
72.
They'll go for it. It's Brady.
Damn.
Is going to be incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively. Well, Charles, 18 of the 32 teams have now played 8 games, half their season. The other 14 will reach the midway point next week, so we'll save the midseason grades and awards until then. But
thank you. I like that.
We'll wait on that. But let's look at a few underperforming teams thus far that have played 8 games, and you tell me what you think their final record's going to be. Now, let's start with the Chargers at 3-5.
Big win in Chicago on Sunday. I like them to go 5-3 down the
Oh,
stretch.
shit. Come on. Stay in bounds.
Actually, have them go 6-2. I think they're going to go 9-7.
Ooh, right there on the edge of the playoffs. Okay, let's stay in the AFC West. How about the Broncos at 2-6 right now?
I just don't see that offense improving. I think that they win 2 more games and go 4-12.
Okay. And Giants 2-6. They're underperforming.
He don't know what to do with the
their schedule
blitz.
really lightens up on the back end. They're playing hard. I'm going to give them 6 wins.
That boy seeing ghosts.
Lastly, and I might duck under the table when you answer this one, the Falcons at 1-7.
Yeah, that's a tough one because I wonder about what's going to happen with their head coach. But I think they'll play better down the stretch.
That boy like
4
Aaron
wins,
Donald.
4-12.
You're off the hot seat, my friend.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Bannon. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Wait, 10. Wait, 20.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm here all day.
72. Hey, exit.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Check it.
Now a play fake. Brady. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
380.
To throw again. Brady. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
Damn, I should have done it that
big.
big.
He dropped it in the end zone.
Damn.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Sugar.
From the gun, it's Brady.
Come on, man.
Complete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now.
Bullshit.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Brady going to go on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right.
That's garbage.
Intercepted.
That's bull, man.
And a big turnover there as his guys
Threw off his
get
back
the
foot.
football
Ain't
back.
that about a bitch?
Partner, earlier I asked you about some teams that were underperforming so far. Well, right now let's play a game arrow up, arrow down. I'll give you teams that are kind of in the middle of the pack. You tell me if they're going to go up or down second half of the season. Let's start with the Raiders at 3-4.
Arrow up. I think they're going to beat the teams they're supposed to beat, and they will beat someone good down the stretch.
Okay, Jacksonville, they're 500 right now, 4-4.
Yeah, but their division is conducive to their arrow going up. Gardner Minshew playing well. Maybe Nick Foles comes back, and I like that defense.
Okay, the Lions got a win last week to get to 3-1. How about them?
Don't like their division. Minnesota, Green Bay within division. Unfortunately, arrow down.
Lastly, how about the Panthers, 4-3?
Defense is supposed to travel. That was a tough one in San Francisco last Sunday. Still think that'll happen, and I do believe Cam Newton will come back this season. Arrow up.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Goff now looking to throw.
He popped that bitch up.
He's got it. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Goal. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
I'm going to pick the ball.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now it's gone. And this will be incomplete.
Pick that bitch, man.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. With that incompletion, let's take a quick peek ahead to Week 9, some of the intriguing games. First off, one that you're calling. How about the red-hot Vikings at the Chiefs? That's going to be fun.
That's going to be a blast, and I made a prediction last week that if the Chiefs lost to the Packers at home, if there was any way possible Patrick Mahomes would play against Minnesota, they're going to try their best to have him ready for that when they need him. Hard to believe the Chiefs have lost 3 in a row at home.
Come on!
The Sunday night game, too, Patriots-Ravens.
Yeah, that's going to be a heck of a ball game because the Patriots defense, historical proportions is what we're seeing from them. But here comes Lamar Jackson with his elusiveness at quarterback. That's going to be a blast to see how they game plan for his legs.
Bears and Eagles, those teams need that win.
Yeah, the Eagles got a huge one last week, going to Buffalo and winning against a stout defense. The Bears, once again, missing a field goal. That rears its ugly head. The Bears absolutely, positively have to have this one.
And then lastly, the game of the week, Jets-Dolphins.
Yeah, someone's got to win that one, right? And if I were the Jets, I'd be very concerned about this one. I think this is the one the Dolphins circled on their calendar, circled on their schedule. This is the one the Dolphins may very well go get.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Aaron Donald in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Goff. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Super 66.
The final shot before break here. Goff. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0.
Well, folks,
as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report.
bro, I thought you was
Coach?
better than this. Then again, I heard you would, so.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Going up top. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Michel. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. The 3rd down run gets him nothing.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
12 yards on the return that time, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2 for 1.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38, Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go play action here on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. That'll bring up second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady gives to Michelle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Well, we have a moment here after that incompletion, with it being Halloween week. Let's do something Halloween themed. Give me your 3 scariest defenses in the NFL.
Ooh, I love your theme. I like that.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Jason McCourty, a safety blitz and a sack. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Going up top for Cup. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Watch the screen. Pass.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michelle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Brady. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Aaron Donald. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Check 50, check 50. Hey, check it. Hey, Charlie. Grim.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.